Every single day that you rely on earned income is another day that you're losing money. The rich don't actually work for money. They borrow from the banks and use it as leverage, and they nearly pay 0% in taxes while they're able to go ahead and build generational wealth without losing any money. In today's video, I'm going to be exposing the borrow until you die strategy. This is the exact playbook that millionaires and even billionaires use in order to be able to turn their earned income currently into a lifelong legacy without paying any taxes. Let's be real here. If you're making $10, $20, or even $30,000 in your business, you're still not leveraging credit, you're paying more in taxes than the majority of all billionaires. One secret that's rarely mentioned is that the IRS doesn't tax you on borrowed money. Now, you can call this a stipulation, but it's actually set up this way. That's exactly why the rich and the wealthy always take advantage of this. The rich understand that if they want to be able to avoid any capital gains, it's always better to be able to borrow against their assets in the form of a loan because loans can't be taxed. While the majority of the middle class hustle every single year in order to be able to pay the IRS, the rich are living tax-free. It's not because they're smarter than you or have a better luck of the draw. It's simply because they've been exposed to information that you're not aware of. So here's a myth that the majority of all finance gurus tell you, such as Dave Ramsey or Susie Norman. They always preach to go ahead and pay off all your bills and live debt-free. Because the funny part is, once you become debt-free, it's not like you get a big separation or you get a reward. And it's even crazier because there's really no such thing as debt-free. You're always going to be in debt in some form or another. If you paid off your mortgage, you're most likely going to have to get a new car loan. If you paid off your car loan, you're still going to have rent. So at the end of the day, there's always going to be some type of debt that you're going to have to pay. The problem is in debt, it's more about the type of debt that you have. You can either have good debt or you can have bad debt. Now the rich understand it to the T. They actually like debt because it allows them to be able to borrow against their assets, avoid taxes, and it also allows them to be able to have extra capital to be able to reinvest into more projects that bring them money. Now the majority of all middle class, all they do is work in order to be able to pay off their mortgage and to pay off their car loans. And whenever they're done paying all their debt, they have no money set aside to be able to start off any side projects or any type of business. That's why they're constantly in the rat race, having to be able to work again and again just to pay off the next bill. They're never able to go ahead and get ahead, and instead they're a slave to the system. And the numbers are clear as day. The average worker in America pays anywhere from 24% all the way to 37% every single year. That's nearly half their paycheck going to the IRS. While on the other hand, the majority of all wealthy people pay anywhere from 0% all the way to 15%. And it doesn't matter if they create any new tax laws to be able to go in and tax the rich. This will never work because the rich will always find loopholes in order to be able to avoid taxes. Now think about it, right? Entrepreneurs like Elon Musk and also Mark Zuckerberg never worry about taxes. It's known that Elon Musk has paid himself an $80,000 salary every single year for Tesla since 2008, and the majority of their income is actually from their stock. That's why you'll see headlines in the news such as Elon Musk's net worth just went up $20 million, $40 million, or whatever it may be, because that's due to the increase in the stock price that their company underwent. And since they own so much stock of the company, their net worth is directly tied to their stock. But the thing is, stocks can be taxed until they're sold. That's why they'll never sell their stocks. Instead, what they'll do is actually borrow against it. They'll go to a bank and are able to go ahead and get a loan based off of their stock. Let's say if they have $100 million worth of stock, heck, the bank will even lend them up to $100 million because the bank will actually use their stock as collateral. At this point, you might be asking yourself, well, Abu, I don't currently own these, and my company's not even valued at $100 million, $50 million, let alone even $100,000. So even if you don't own any stock, you can be able to do the same thing as long as you have assets. You can be able to go ahead and borrow against your assets, such as your business or even any type of real estate property. And the best part about this is that you pay $0 because the IRS cannot tax loan money. This is exactly why if you ask any real estate investor, the majority of them never want to sell their properties because they understand instead of selling their properties, they can just be able to go ahead and borrow against it, pay no taxes, and still be able to use the loan money to buy more and more properties. And so as long as you have great credit and also good revenue, the bank will always lend you 3 to 10 times the amount of revenue that you're currently having. So here's the kicker, right? With great credit and also good solid business revenue, most banks will lend you anywhere from 3 to 10 times your annual income. And this is going to be way more than you can ever save. That's why it's always best to be able to have assets set aside so you can be able to go to reap the benefits of borrowing against it. Now, this isn't just for billionaires. You can be able to do it too. I actually do this with my own business. While I make multiple 5 figures a month, I've been able to go to the bank and collateralize the revenue that I'm currently making to be able to go ahead and amass over $500,000 in business credit. And I've done this all without selling my business or paying a single dollar taxes. Although you can be able to borrow against any asset you have, you still need to be able to have a great credit in order to be able to do so. So this is the exact playbook that you'll need in order to be able to borrow against any asset. So the first thing is that you need to be able to build up your credit profile to be able to have a 700 plus credit score so you can be able to qualify for any bank program. Now, let's just start off with making sure that you have all positive accounts, you keep your utilization below 30%, and that you remove any type of negative items that are on your credit report. That way, you're able to go ahead and take advantage of any program that the bank offers. Now, the second step is that you must acquire an asset, whether it's real estate, whether it's a business, whatever it is. You want to make sure to go ahead and start acquiring assets so you can be able to go ahead and borrow against it in the future. In that way, you can be able to use business credit to buy a property, to be able to acquire equipment, and then it becomes an asset which you can borrow against it. Now, step number 3 is to go ahead and leverage the asset. So if you have a property right, what I'll do is go ahead and get it appraised so you can be able to go ahead and do a HELOC, which is a home equity line of credit. And even if you have a business, what you can be able to do is actually use the business revenue to be able to go and get a term loan or even an SBA loan. That way, you're able to go and get financing and simply pay it off with your business revenue. Now, step number 4 is to reinvest and repeat. What you want to do is utilize the capital that you just got in order to be able to go ahead and buy more properties, buy more equipment, start to invest in the marketing, advertising, especially if you have a business, so you can go and start amassing more and more assets. Now, step number 5 is to never sell. So you can, even if you die, you can still be able to pass along to your children. And as long as you never sell the assets, you'll never have to pay a single dollar in taxes. So every single day that you're not leveraging your credit, you're literally leaving money on the table. There's programs right now that you can be able to go and take advantage of. If you don't have any assets currently, what I would do is go and apply for business credit and utilizing no doc funding. These are business credit cards that give you very, very high limits, and you can be able to go and get approved from $50,000 all the way up to $250,000. And that way, you're able to go and start utilizing this capital so you can be able to buy more and more assets. Our programs such as DTR loans. So if you're a real estate investor, these loans are going to be super crucial because they focus on the property's cash flow and not your personal income. So as long as you're able to go and source the right deals, you can still be able to go and buy the property even if you have no type of income. Now, there's other programs such as lines of credit and also revenue-based lending. With revenue-based lending, you're able to go and get funded based off your current month statements. So there's a lot of programs that are out there. You just have to find the ones that are right for you. And even if you get a denial, all you have to do is look at the reasons why, go ahead and fix them and go back and reapply. If you already have assets and you don't want to pay taxes, the best thing you can do is go ahead and actually borrow against it so you can be able to go ahead and buy more and more properties or even start to reinvest more and more to your business. And if you currently don't have assets, utilize business credit to start building assets and then later on start to borrow against it. So remember, the rich don't work for money, they allow money to work for them. If you want to build generational wealth, you have to play the same game. The borrow until you die strategy isn't just for billionaires, it's for anybody that's looking to be able to save on taxes. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe and get your boy to at 10K subscribers as soon as possible. And like always, I'll see you at the top, my boy.